At the outset, I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to be part of this beautiful launch of Chittu oil as well as an awesome book, I would say Awesome Herbs for Evergreen Beauty. I'm actually one person who does not even apply soap on my face. People laugh at me. My daughter laughs at me and she says, Mom, how can you manage without applying soap on your face? So when ma'am came up to me and she said, I'm having a range of products called as RM Herbal Beauty products. I'm like, I was thinking twice. I told ma'am, give me a day's time whether I want to be part of this or no, because my concept of applying anything on your face is a little thoughtful process. So, and she handed over a very beautiful book. It's always like, I wouldn't say it's a beautiful book, but it's a pokisham. See, when we talk to our grandparents, and even today, I remember when my little one was born to me after 14 years. So they used to scrub her with kadla maavu. So these are the tips which our grandparents and parents have used to remove the excess hair and all of it. And even today, if we want to go out, so we will just put some rava and curd and just do the scrub on our face or something like that. So this is the scrubs which are available in the form of chemicals, and I've been working for the past 30 years, as Shanti ma'am very warmly introduced me, and I have lot of interest in food as medicine. Though I have been taught and appraised that food is medicine, but we actually use it, and I say clinical nutrition is a very powerful tool in prevention and management of diseases. And if you are free from diseases and you are healthy, only then you look beautiful. If you are having anemia, you have Ratta Sogai, and you are having iron, folic acid, B12, zinc, vitamin C deficiency, how is your skin going to glow? So it's a combination of things. You look beautiful only when your inner health is well, when there is wellness within. And that wellness will not come with one capsule of vitamin C or one capsule of biotin. It has a combination of foods. So many patients will come and tell me, ma'am, நாளைக்கு காலையில் எனக்கு ஒரு டிவி ஷூட் இருக்குது, அப்படியே நைட்டோட நைட்டு நான் ப்ளோட்டட் ஃபேஸாக இருக்குது, அப்படியே காஞ்சிடணும், அப்படியே அழகாக இருக்கணும் next morning. Is there any diet which can do this job of, overnight beauty? So similarly, I would say one thing, she has, I was making a mention that she has a beautiful pokisham. That's the book which she's releasing today. It so happened that she gave me the copy because probably I don't know what reason. Before the release of the book, we usually do not share the copy. But when I read the book, I was like, man, she is like treasured all those tips, grandmother tips, from thick hair, lustrous hair, to pimples, to the agony, mother of a school going child who comes back every third day and says she has lice. And whatever shampoo, whatever thing she may use, she gets resistant because every third day she's sitting with another child in the class, she's going to the van, she's coming to the bus, and she's coming with pimples because of, nature is not, unfortunately, it's not so beautiful as it used to be before. I do not know how many of you know that pollution not only causes, pimples and acne, and somebody who's actually beautiful does not look very pretty. It also causes heart attacks. It also causes diabetes. So nature has become that now. And that nature can be preserved with two things. One is the food which we eat. I would say the Rig Veda has a beautiful statement which says, Aham Annam, which means you are what you eat. And beauty is not only external appearance. It's somebody who's holistic. It's total. This total means your IQ, your intelligence, your wisdom, your kindness, all that reflects on your face. If somebody just, like if the way ma'am introduced Raja ma'am, or she introduced me, there's a smile on my face. When I smile, I look beautiful. Whatever may be my complexion, I may be dark, I may be wheatish, whatever I may be, that small word of appreciation makes you look beautiful and you glow with radiance. And this glowing with radiance happens with two things. That is nature. Nature provides us even more. Two things are, one is the nutrition which we eat, and second is the herbs. I believe in herbs very, very strongly, like how ma'am believes. The reason being, During the COVID pandemic, as ma'am was making a mention that I was given the opportunity to plan the COVID menu for all the Tamil Nadu government medical institutions. And that was an honor for me, and it was the work was given to me in about 15 minutes. They just called me and said, we want, it was March 31st, when the Geo was released with the COVID menu. And usually people who work in the government will know that it will only be signed by the health official or the official. You'll never have the name of the person who has prepared the menu. It so happened everything was in a hurry. So my name was written beneath the menu when it was passed to all the government institutions. And I got a call in the morning from Chingalpet Hospital. One of my good friends is an ophthalmologist there. She called me and she said, Meenakshi, in this COVID menu, I want the details of this. I'm like, how do you even know? I have planned it and it has just been flashed yesterday. I've just handed over to the government yesterday and you're calling me today morning. She said, no, your name is written beneath. So that was a real honor. And I would say one thing. Actually, I don't have that slide. I was thinking I should project a beautiful slide. Some 100 years ago, when people fell sick, what they used to consume when they were sick? All the kashayams, all the kadas, all the herbs, all the spices, right? After that, time went past a little by, they started giving venom. Venom is poison, snake poison, to treat certain problems. Then they realized, no, this is poison, this can even kill somebody. It may treat one or two things, God knows, but definitely it is poison, so we can't do that. So time passed, they started using antibiotics, right? Everybody knows. And people, unfortunately, over the counter, we get antibiotics. We get, every mother in the house will know crocin, every mother in the house will know amoxicillin and erythromycin. You don't need a prescription. That's the unfortunate part of it. So it started off with antibiotics. Then they said these antibiotics have become resistant. Meaning, they're not doing their job because anybody and everybody is popping it. Somebody called me and say, oh, we had amoxicillin, 2 days we had amoxicillin. Should I continue the drug? I am not a professional to tell you whether to continue a drug. But as a layman, as an allied healthcare professional, I'll tell you complete the course. If you don't complete the course, you are going to be resistant to the antibiotics. So the era of resistance of antibiotics came in. After that, we had the COVID pandemic. I think the power of nutrition, the power of herbs, the power of spices came up in the COVID pandemic. When people started telling, drink golden latte. What is golden latte? Turmeric milk. You give it a very fancy name. The restaurant started serving golden latte. What is golden latte? Turmeric milk. They did excess of it also. I'll also tell you that. So everything which is consumed, to be consumed, thankfully, all my patients, when they ask me anything, I said anything to apply is fine, good to go with. But anything to be consumed, there is something called acceptable daily intake, ADI, because it has a toxicity. Like turmeric, for example, you're supposed to use not more than 2 to 3 grams a day. That's the upper limit. Because beyond that, it is going to cause inflammation of the liver. It can be toxic to the liver. The liver does the job of detoxification. There's no drink, herbal drink, which you say you drink and it detoxifies your entire system. People come and tell me, I have this detox drink, that detox drink. There's nothing like that. If your liver is functioning, your kidney is functioning, it will take care of your detoxification. It will eliminate your toxins. Now coming up to how nutrition and beauty have a connection. The reason being, say for example, as I was making a mention that you have anemia. You're anemic, you're tired, you can't be productive, your hair is going to keep falling off. In that situation, if somebody calls ma'am and says, I want a hair fall, you have so many concoctions which you've prepared. I want lustrous hair, I want dark hair, I want beautiful shining hair, and it should not fall off. Obviously, if it's going to fall off, what's the point? And if the person is going to suffer from anemia, no matter what concoction she has prepared, it's not going to do its job to the potential. So, work on balance in nutrition. Include all the fine micronutrients. How do I include all the fine micronutrients? Ponnangani keera, murung keera. Murung keera is the queen of keera. In fact, our Honorable Prime Minister also was talking of murung keera chapati. I do not know how many of you all have heard of it. I learned the power of murung keera during the COVID pandemic. See, everybody would have heard the nutrient vitamin C, zinc, protein, immunity. Did you even know what is the function of your gastrointestinal tract? What's the function of your GI tract? Your intestines, your stomach, what is the function? Can anybody say? Digestion, simple. You need to digest. But did you know that it's a large immune organ? It builds up your immunity. So, if your gut is healthy, அந்த காலத்தில் என்ன சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருந்தாங்க? காலையில் எந்திரிச்சோன்னே, can anybody tell me? ஒரு காலத்தில் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருந்தாங்க. இப்போ சில பேர் சாப்பிடுவாங்க. பழையது. பழையது with காராமணி, with பூண்டு, pre-onion. Onion and garlic is prebiotic. Palayad is probiotic. Both put together, in the morning they will add a pinch, some amount of curd and a pinch of salt. It becomes a symbiotic. It's not sin, it's not sin, it's syn. So it's a symbiotic which takes care of your gut health. When your gut is healthy, you are glowing. I'll tell you why. If your gut is not healthy, you are either going to have constipation or diarrhea. If you are going to have constipation, you are not going to excrete the toxins. If you are going to have diarrhea, you are going to lose all the micronutrients, electrolytes and fluids. How are you going to be hydrated? A simple tip to look beautiful. As I mentioned to you, beauty is not only external appearance. Hydration is one important key. In order to be hydrated, only then everything will flush to your skin. Now, first is the nutrition, second is the herbs. Herbs are rich in phytonutrients. When I say phytonutrients, it's not F-I-G-H-T, but the job is fighting. It improves your immunity. The coriander leaves, the mint leaves, the karvapala yele, all these fine ones, they are all freshly grown. The tulasi, I think tulasi was used like nobody's business during the COVID pandemic, and even today we use, but there is a limit to that also. If you consume more than a particular gram of tulasi, it decreases the sperm count. So everything, oral consumption has to be, even you are choosing these herbs and spices, they have an upper tolerable limit. But when you are applying it, zero side effects. That's what we want, right? Anything which is a herbal concoction is not going to have a single side effect. And this product can be enhanced only with nutrition within the body. Since I can't remember certain technical points, I'll read a small beautiful paragraph which I prepared. I'll also say a beautiful acronym for herbs. Herbs have a healing power, right? When they heal your skin glows. When they heal the scalp, the hair grows. So it has a healing power. Second is the E. It has the enhancing power. So whatever you have consumed in terms of nutrition, it is going to enhance your external appearance by radiation. Radiation meaning radiating the skin, radiating the hair, the lustrous hair. So H is for healing, E is for enhancing, R is for radiating. And last, what is the B? Can you tell me what is the B? Yeah, beautiful. It's the beauty. So you get from the herb the word beauty, and this beauty is not just because I am saying or because ma'am is saying. அந்த காலத்திலேருந்தே this is there. I'll explain to you how. And there is enough evidence and research. I tell my girls, I train a lot of students. I tell them, don't go out and tell Meenakshi ma'am taught me this or X person told this. No. You have to quote the journal. You have to quote which year the publication was made, which year the research was made for you to tell that this is authentic information. We should not just pass information and say this is authentic. It has to be based on a publication, and a publication should be in a recognized journal. I don't want to go into the science of it, but basically we have enough evidence to tell us that herbs have a lot of healing power, enhancing power and radiating power, which in turn will get converted to external beauty, but this all depends on inner health. So I'll just make this small read up, which I was, when I was trying to think of what to talk, ma'am was trying to tell me that, I said, what do you want me to address? She said, you have to tell the power of nutrition associated with beauty. I'm like, okay, let me connect it in a very interesting way so that I can garner the attention of the audience for at least 5 minutes. I would have done my job then. When we chew our food, okay, how long does it take for you to have a handful of nuts? If I give you some 10 almonds or 10 peanuts, how long will you take to finish it? 2 seconds. Please go back home today. Either take a pottu kadale, one piece of pottu kadale, or one piece of groundnut, or one piece of almond, whatever you have nut at home, any nut. Only one piece. Chew it till you enjoy the last drop of it. The reason being, we've not enjoyed the taste. We've only consumed it. When you enjoy the taste of that single nut, that nourishes your body, skin, hair, cell. Each cell in your body is nourished by the nutrient, and your tongue tastes it and you feel it. Only then you are satiated. Chumma just gobbling the food is not satiating. So you need to chew your food well. That's one important tip which I need to tell you. And reflecting our inner health on the outside is done by nutrition. This quote highlights the connection between good nutrition and external beauty, emphasizing that a balanced diet helps in achieving a radiant appearance. When one relies on grandmother's tips, which are published in the form of a beautiful book by ma'am, it plays an important role in enhancing the beauty with help of herbs and spices with zero side effects. Since herbs carry phytonutrients like phenolic compounds, carotenoids, terpenes, alkaloids, glucosinolates, which have evidence-based therapeutic effects both when consumed and applied. The acronym, which I just mentioned, on healing, enhancement, radiance, balance and beauty, tells us that these herbs contribute to beauty by healing the beautiful skin, body, hair, and enhancing the natural features, promoting a radiant glow, and maintaining a balance in overall wellness. In Hindu mythology, beauty is often portrayed as something nurtured through natural elements from the food we consume and the divine herbs. Dhanvantri and the elixir of external beauty. In Hindu mythology, Dhanvantri, the god of medicine and Ayurveda, is associated with the knowledge of herbs and nutrition. And you know who was Dhanvantri? Okay. Came out with the pot of Amritam, yes, during the Samudra Manthan. So that's where it all started, of eternity and beauty. That's the beautiful combination. So Dhanvantri is believed to have passed down the knowledge of Ayurvedic herbs and medicines that promote health and beauty. That is what is being passed on by the awesome herbs for evergreen beauty by none other than our Dr. Rajam Murli ma'am. The emphasis in Ayurveda on using herbs like ashwagandha, turmeric, neem for purification and regeneration is a reflection of this divine knowledge. For instance, turmeric, a sacred herb, is often applied to brides and grooms in Hindu rituals to enhance their complexion and radiance before marriage. This belief ties back to the Dhanvantri's teachings that the right balance of nutrients and herbs can enhance one's beauty from within. The story reminds us that maintaining balance in the body through natural herbs is the key to glowing health and beauties. So these stories highlight the deep connection between beauty and the power of nutrition and herbs in Hindu mythology, where divine beauty is often a reflection of inner health, nourishment, vitality achieved through sacred herbs and natural foods. That's what we eat. We are what we eat. Herbs function not only when complemented with the optimal dose of nutrients from the food we eat. Every time you eat or drink, you're actually fighting a disease or feeding a disease. So it's time for us to accept the fact to choose to eat right for good health and glow, with being complemented with the natural herbs available around us in nature. Thank you so much for this patient listening.